Have you ever been working on a task and thought, surely there is a faster, more efficient way to be doing this? Think about spending 45 minutes reading a really long email chain just to get the context to understand the actions that you need to take. Having 50 different tabs open planning a family trip, or summarizing an article about something you don't really know that much about, or even something like designing a birthday card, and so much more. Imagine having your own companion on your devices that can help do all of these tasks for you. A Copilot, if you will. Well, in this video, I'm going to introduce you to your everyday AI companion built into the desktop of Windows 11, Copilot in Windows. Many of us could use a creative and productive partner. That's why Copilot in Windows is always ready to collaborate. There are two easy ways that you can launch Copilot directly from the desktop. The first way can be found on your taskbar along the bottom right next to your quick settings. Simply click on the Copilot logo and it will open. Or if you're like me and you love a good keyboard shortcut, you can also use the Windows key plus C, which will also launch you into Copilot. You can also dock Copilot so it becomes a part of your workspace using this button that says side by side at the top right. This way, it doesn't cover the document that you're working on or the website that you're using. Or you can also drag Copilot to change the size of how much screen space it will take up. And if you've got the side-by-side feature turned on, it will automatically adjust the size of the other window for you. Once Copilot is open, you can start by choosing a conversational style. You have creative, balanced, and precise to choose from. Each conversation style is designed slightly differently, so you can choose which one best suits what you need best. Precise is great for helping to find facts, and will give you conversations that need more detail but shorter responses. Creative will give you more imaginative and friendly responses, with a few emojis thrown in there sometimes for a bit of fun. Balance strikes a balance in tone between that precise and creative style. Then at the bottom here, you have the Ask Me Anything box. This is where you will start your conversation with Copilot by adding in a prompt, which is something that we talked about in our last video. Remember, there is a bit of an art and a science to this, and the better your prompt is, the more likely you are to get the response that you were expecting. You can use text input here, or you can ask Copilot questions by using your voice by selecting the microphone. If you choose this method, you'll notice that Copilot will actually read the responses back to you, which is a great accessibility feature, or super useful if you're just not into reading large chunks of text. Let's take a look at how Copilot can make the everyday easier. Copilot is perfect for complicated web searches where your answers might be spread out across multiple different sources, or you have very specific requirements. Now you can do those searches without opening a new tab or window. For example, I'm working on a presentation on the history of Microsoft Office, and I'm going to ask Copilot to provide me with a bullet-pointed list of all of the different versions with their release dates and some key additions with each update in the software. And look at that, I can get a bullet-pointed list within minutes. This is something that would have taken me hours to do by myself. And the best part is that Copilot gives me different links to where it sourced the information, so I'm able to learn more or add them to the citations of my presentation. But Copilot is so much more than just searching the web. With Copilot being built into Windows 11, you can also directly talk to your PC, helping find specific tools, launch apps, and modify settings. It's perfect for keeping you in your flow. I am very guilty of getting really distracted by notifications, and most tasks I need to get done seem to magically happen much faster if I can give them 100% of my focus. I'm going to ask Copilot to start a focus session. It's asking me how long I'd like to set the timer for. Let's go for 25 minutes. Then click yes, and it set me a 25-minute timer. Focus sessions in Windows 11 are great, because by starting this session, you'll see that it's automatically set my device to do not disturb, so I'm not getting distracted by incoming notifications and messages. When the focus session ends, this will turn off and I can catch up on anything I've missed in the notifications panel. I can also ask Copilot to help me find those settings that I probably should know where they are, but it always takes me a minute to find them, like how to put my device into dark mode or change my desktop background. Because Copilot is built into Windows, it not only lets you interact with your PC, but it also knows when you've copied text or an image. And speaking of images, Copilot can also perform searches based on an image you paste or a screenshot you take. For example, you've seen a photo on social media of a place that you would absolutely love to go, but the person hasn't tagged a location, and you don't really know them well enough to ask where it is. Well, you can upload the image into Copilot and ask where the photo was taken. Amazing! Now we can add this to the wish list of the holiday that Copilot's also helping me plan. Copilot in Windows can also be used to give yourself a creative boost. You can call on Copilot when you want to have a little imaginative and artistic fun too. Like in the beginning of this video when we mentioned the idea of using Copilot to create a birthday card. Now that I'm living on the other side of the world, I'm always looking for new ways to engage with my friends and family, especially on special occasions, so that they know that I'm still thinking of them and celebrating them from afar. The next birthday I have coming up is actually a really special one. It's my honorary niece Lucy's first birthday. I know Lucy loves food and dogs, a girl after my own heart. But that's a pretty niche thing to get a card of. Let's ask Copilot to help me mark the occasion. Create a first birthday card for Lucy, include dogs and different fruits and vegetables. Create this in a cartoon style and include lots of bright colours. As you can see, Copilot has returned 4 different ideas. I can select my favourite and I can even customise it with Microsoft Designer. But I'm getting ahead of myself. We will cover AI tools in both Microsoft Edge and the capabilities of Microsoft Designer in a future AI Academy video. Having Copilot built into Windows 11 brings your everyday AI companion to your fingertips, bringing personalized assistance, relevant answers, and creative boosts to your PC. But that's not the only place that you'll find Microsoft Copilot. In the next video in AI Academy, we're going to show you how you can have a similar experience every time you browse the web in Microsoft Edge.